all these things happening. I don't want to be upset about them. It's sad. I do understand that. It is sad. We are the shepherds of our experience. We can make the experience into what we want it to be, regardless of what is happening. Hello and welcome to Productively Mindful. My name is ailandas.sulcas and I talk about everything mindfulness and spirituality, and I post videos every single week. You can probably tell that the background of the van is a lot different than it was last week. And that is because we finally have finished the van. The van is done. All we're doing now is packing up, putting our things in, and we're gonna be going on a journey of a lifetime, exploring the world and seeing all of its natural beauty, meeting all kinds of people, learning about all kinds of cultures. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. You will hopefully see me a lot more in natural backgrounds going forward and some nice scenery, as opposed to in these confines of a very small space, which doesn't have a lot of variety, does it? But it is what it is. It's all a process towards getting better at what I do. Speaking about getting better at what I do, I was doing some research, as I do pretty much every single day, about the topics that I speak in terms of mindfulness and spirituality. And I was looking at a video on Instagram, I believe. And it was to do with spirituality, basically. And I remember reading a comment. If I can find that video, I'll link it in the description. But unfortunately, I didn't save it. Basically, somebody commented on that video saying that it's very obvious that spiritual people, the people that practice spirituality, have no feelings. They tend to look at life almost like a psychopath, as if they do not care. And that kind of struck a chord with me, because I can understand why people would think that way. Because people that practice spirituality and mindfulness, it can seem like a lot of emotions, a lot of events, experiences, situations don't affect us as they would affect a normal person. The emotions go straight through us. It's as if the emotions don't stay within us. It's as if emotions don't affect us, right? So it's understandable why some people would think that we don't care. But I think not caring is a misstatement, an incorrect way of describing what actually happens. I think the way we see life is with compassion. And the compassion that we give is based on the situation that we are presented with. It's something that I talked about with my wife, actually, a month or two ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, I have interviewed my wife in terms of how her practice of mindfulness and spirituality have helped her tremendously with her childhood trauma and her current neurodivergence. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it in the top right hand corner underneath this video. But what I mean by compassion and not caring is that I believe, as spiritual and mindfulness practitioners, we are compassionate towards people, events, emotions, experiences, based on the severity and the strength of those said things. If we, for example, get presented with some sort of a overwhelming, stressful emotion, we are compassionate towards that emotion in a way that it allows us to accept it, understand it, observe it, not judge it. And as we're doing these things, as these emotions arise, we are able to deal with that feeling, that emotion, there and then store it away where it will never hurt us again. As opposed to not caring. If you don't care, you're denying the event, emotion, experience, situation. Denial is your ego trying to be comfortable in the situation. By denying, you are just storing that event, emotion, experience, situation in your bank of all these things that you haven't dealt with from the past. And they stay there. They stay there, they don't go anywhere, and they will resurface. When they resurface, it hurts again. Sometimes it can resurface from something that doesn't even seem to have a correlation with what it was before and what is happening now. And it resurfaces and is gonna punch you in the face like a truck, and you will have no idea why that's happening, and it's gonna cause even more pain than it should have caused. This is the essence of what we do as spiritual and mindful practitioners. We understand that all of our reality is constructed in front of us by all of our senses. Senses being vision, hearing, tasting, feeling, smelling, or touching rather than feeling, that's what I meant. Meaning all of these senses give rise to thoughts, and thoughts give rise to emotions. If we are the creators of these events, situations, emotions, everything that arises in front of us, because that's how we perceive it through our senses, that means we can control them. And I don't mean by control, I don't mean that we can control what is happening in front of us. We can control what's happening inside of us. We are the shepherds of our experience. We can make the experience into what we want it to be, regardless of what is happening. That is what we're trying to do with spirituality and mindfulness. It's not that we do not care, it's that we shape our reality into what we want it to be as it is unfolding. I don't want to be upset by watching the news, even though the majority of news is upsetting, with all the nonsense that's happening, all the violence, the wars, the economy crashing, all these things happening. I don't want to be upset about them. It's sad. I do understand that. It is sad. It is painful. All this suffering that's happening in the world, it is absolutely abysmal. But I don't want to be sad or negative about it. It's not how I want to live my life. Therefore, that's what I'm practicing within me. I am changing the experience as it is unfolding in front of me into what I want my reality to be. If I let the reality unfold in front of me the way it is by not caring, i.e. denying it, that will cause me stress, that will cause me anxiety, that will cause me to store all these feelings and emotions for them to re-arise again when I watch the news the next time, and it's going to be even worse. The thought itself of not caring, as soon as you think the fact that you're not caring, that is already your ego trying to make you comfortable. That person that commented saying that he thinks that spiritual people do not care does not understand the essence of being able to shape the reality as it unfolds in front of you. We are creation itself. We are manifestations of consciousness and awareness. Consciousness and awareness being the byproduct of the unified field of consciousness. We are but peaks in that conscious field that allows consciousness to experience itself through the awareness that we present consciousness with. We are the awareness. We are untouchable. We cannot be hurt by these events, emotions, feelings, and situations that happen in front of us unless we allow it. We allow those things to hurt us. You have two choices in life. You can either go through life as everybody else does and do not care about life, letting life live you, or you can live life by tapping into your inner awareness, inner consciousness, and be conscious of what's happening around you, being aware of what's happening around you, being part of that unified field of consciousness as you're going through life, and living life with compassion towards everything that happens in front of you, everything that unfolds in front of you, everything that affects you both inside and out. because that's reality unfolding in front of you. You're being acceptant and understanding of what is happening, because that's reality. That is what's happening in front of you. That's how you're perceiving it through your five senses. Those five senses are building that reality in front of you. That is what you're experiencing. But if you can go through it with compassion, you will understand that nothing is going to hurt you. Nothing is going to affect you. You are untouchable. You are immortal. You are beyond what we perceive. You are not even on this plane. You are awareness and consciousness itself. You are everything. You are all-encompassing. This is such a profound mind shift because you understand that whatever life throws at you, it cannot hurt you. It will never hurt you unless you choose to allow whatever's happening to hurt you. That is the difference between not caring and compassion. Compassion gives you the ability to accept, not judge, understand, observe, and see life for what it truly is. Compassion towards other people that don't understand compassion the way we do and only see everything and not care about it. Compassion towards these people will allow you to prevent this negative influx of emotion that makes you leave a comment somewhere saying that practitioners of spirituality and mindfulness are supposedly completely the opposite of what they're saying us to be. Don't take this the wrong way though. I'm not angry or annoyed or anything. I just thought it was an interesting subject to talk about, especially because it's something that I talked about with my wife. I think understanding the difference between compassion and not caring can change a person's perspective so much that they can remove a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and as a consequence, a lot of ailments. Something to think about, really. Consider it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you do agree with what I said, if you disagree with what I said. Like I always say, I'm always happy to have a discussion, and I'm always open to all opinions. Everybody has their own opinion, their views on life, and I'm always interested to hear them. I hope I'll be able to be regular as I'm transitioning to this new life. I'm actually hoping to make more videos in the near future, maybe at least 2 videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week, talking about various things. Also, check out the interview that I did with my wife, like I said, I will link in this video. If it's something that you find interesting, I will make it into a small series and interview other people to see how mindfulness and spirituality has changed their lives. All of the other links are underneath as well. If you want to have a free 1-hour chat with me about mindfulness and spirituality and your journey within those practices, there are spaces. You can have a look at the link tree underneath the video, click on it, and there's going to be a booking link there. I'm more than happy to have a chat with all of you guys and just help you give some clarity and guidance. Other than that, as always, this has been ailandas.sulcas from Productively Mindful. I love you all, and I will speak to you, hopefully, I will speak to you next week. Goodbye.